The Joe Rogan Experience.
I have a different perspective. I think I have a bunch of old sets. For me, when I was on TV, I was doing comedy like 4 years. They're terrible.
Yeah.
But the good thing about it is they exist, and it lets you see. Like, look, this was in the beginning. I was fucking terrible, but just keep going. You just keep working at it. You keep working at it, you get better. You know, like I'm not under any illusion that I didn't used to suck. I try to talk about it as much as possible. I was terrible when I first started.
If you're okay with that being out there,
I don't give a fuck.
Dude, I've been digging in the crates. I've been digitizing a lot of my old VHS shit, trying to, just for posterity, and going through some of my old fucking TV set. They're all terrible. Like, the Letterman set is probably the only thing. The Letterman and Def Jam set in '06, those are the only two that I'd still, to this day, would go, all right, I still stand beside those jokes. Everything before that, Premium Blend, Star Search, Last Comic Standing, Apollo, Comic View, all of it. I'm like, bury that shit. My biggest fear is becoming famous, whatever the fuck that is, and then BET just rolling out some sort of remember when fucking thread of just, here's all the black comics that used to suck 20 years ago. And just going, no.
But that's who you were. That's part of the process.
Yeah,
I like the
time.
process. I don't care. I'm fine with it.
The problem is that the gatekeepers that decide stuff, they only want the newest shiny thing. So if they see you too soon and you're a little too rusty.
That's the only problem, Roy. That's the only problem. You don't need those fucks. You don't need gatekeepers. Internet. The internet has no gatekeepers. They have people that have podcasts. They get you on their podcast. You do your own podcast. You put out a lot of content. No gatekeepers.
But the problem is that it takes comics discovering that.
Yes.
Because the problem as a young comic is that you inherit the goals of your predecessors. So as a young comic, especially as a road comic, every road comic is trying to get on TV. So they make you believe TV is where you need to be going. Don't fuck with that YouTube shit, little nigga. I tell you right now, you got to get on goddamn Letterman. You get on Letterman, and then you get the show. I got on Letterman, and there's not a knock on Letterman, and it's worth as a credit. But the worth of a late night credit in 2006 versus 1996, it's not the same currency.
No.
There was a deflation in the currency. So it got me more rooms, it got me more money, but there was no Ray Romano fucking, here's your career, choose your career, here's your Kevin James. Like, it doesn't work like that. But you're chasing what somebody else wanted, and the game is always moving. The school of fish are always, so you have to be ahead of that curve, and it just didn't listen to the instincts.
Yeah, it's hard to see where it's going, though. If the people from your predecessors, the guys who were successful when you were coming up, where they were headlining and you were middling, for them, that was the goal. The goal was the Tonight Show. The goal was...
Yeah, but I don't think it's that hard to...
See the future?
Not necessarily see the future, but see the trends of what people are paying attention to. I'm quicker to read Fast Company than I am a Variety or a Hollywood Reporter, because where tech goes, that's where people go. And where people go, they want to laugh. So you figure out a way with that to integrate laughter into whatever the new tech or the new, like this TikTok shit, whatever this.
I don't know what that is. I've seen it, but I don't know what it is.
You better fucking figure it out.
Really?
Because that's the next one.
Is it the next one?
That's the one.
I almost brought up to you, we should
do a TikTok account?
I don't know. We should
Somebody
think about
probably
it.
already got my fucking name.
Don't
you already have my name?
I don't think you'll like it.
I won't like it?
It's music. It's musical Vine in a way. Like it's music sketches, but it's still funny. It's entertaining. So
Tom Segura does it like all the time. He's into it.
It's okay. He's like ironically doing it, but yeah.
But he does some funny shit.
Some of them are getting,
He does some funny shit.
Because Tom Segura is self-aware that he's a guy that shouldn't be on TikTok. So his existence on TikTok is what makes it funny and makes it. He knows how to do that shit. But he's ahead of that curve.